Hey, what is up, you guys? This is Mr. Noah, and I want to thank you guys for making me part of your day. Okay, this video is going to be kind of long, which is why I'm going to talk really fast in the beginning. The main project for Unit 8 is going to be some pretty difficult proofs. Okay, I'm going to do one of the proofs, so if you're having a really difficult time, I want you to copy everything down that I do, and this will be the first half of your submission, okay? I know proofs in general, everybody does not like them. They absolutely just despise them, which is why I'm going to go through this. This is a tip. It's a tough proof. It just is, and a lot of math teachers probably can't even do the right without explaining right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to explain to you what you need to do. Okay. Now you can type this up any way you want, but I always prefer to use constructions, hand-drawn constructions. And what we're going to do is use the we're going to prove. You see that? I might have to zoom that in. I'll just write it bigger. Triangle proportionality. When I rush, I always write everything down incorrectly. Theorem. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. All right. You got to be neat when you do a proof. I know it's difficult, but you got to try your best to to do it in the correct format. All right. So here's what you would do. Here's the thing. What you do is you look up the assignment's asking you to prove the proportionality theorem. All you have to do is look up the proportionality theorem, and it'll tell you what to do. Okay, they're actually giving you the answer right now. Okay, so what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna go ahead and draw a triangle. We'll draw it big. Draw like this. Actually, this one wasn't the best triangle, but we'll deal with it. Okay, so we're gonna draw this, and we're gonna label it A, B, C, D, E. So they give you this. I'm not doing any work right here. This is what they give you, okay? And now what the proportionality theorem states is that if line DE is parallel to line BC, then AD over DB is equal to AE over EC. That's true, okay? So that's the first thing. I haven't done any work at all, but I got to prove it now, okay? So in blue, I'm going to write what you do, okay? So, and this is the tricky part right here, okay? And I'll show you what to do right here. Go ahead and draw a line. Actually, we'll do that. Okay, and I kind of had to get on your guys' case. When you make a proof, it's going to be the given portion right here, prove, okay? But that's going to be easy. This part right here is going to be easy because here's the given. You got to prove that's true. Okay, so given's going to be DE is parallel to BC. Prove AD DB is equal to AE EC. Here's the thing. It's actually a pretty simple process, but the convoluted part is the last part, and I don't have a red pen. Let me use color pencil. Brand new box of color pencils coming out. Look out. Oh man, they're so nice looking. I don't know if I want to use them. Okay. So we'll use Rojo. Gonna use Rojo. Alright, so here's the deal. We're gonna go, here's what your goal is right here. That's your objective right there. Okay. You have your statement right here. And I'm gonna need you're gonna need a lot of space, okay? And here are the reasons right here. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this right here. Two-column proof. Okay. So if you need to pause it right there. All right, so here's what we're going to do. If you don't know where to start on a proof, just write the given right here. Write DE parallel to BC. Just write that right there. Well, don't write it right there, but you know what I mean. Okay, so the reason is going to be given. Okay. Now we got to do a bunch of stuff in the middle, and we got to end up with this. And this is one of the tougher ones, but I want you guys, it's a really important one, so I want you guys to see this, all right? So when we're doing this, let's go and see what we got right here. Let's go and see what we got. Let's go back to this picture right here. Because these lines are parallel right here, like they cut across all the way through, you guys did learn a few theorems and postulates in the previous lesson, okay? One thing that I do know is that I know this angle right here is congruent to this angle. Now, do you know why they're congruent? There's a word for it, okay? It starts with a C. I'm going to give you guys a second to think about it. These are congruent too. Think about what it starts with a C, second letter's O, third letter's R, if they're in the same spot, they're corresponding on parallel lines. Okay, so whoops. Okay, so what we're going to do now, what I want to tell the person reading this is that ADE is congruent to ABC, and AED is congruent to ACB. Okay, so let's go ahead and write it out right. This will be our line because I need more space right here. Okay, so I'm going to write angle ADE is congruent to angle ABC, semicolon. Angle AED is congruent to angle ACB. Now here's the thing, you got to write a reason though. You got to write a reason. What did we say it was? It started with a C, right? You write corresponding angles. It's actually like corresponding angles of parallel lines, but you can write corresponding angles. Now here's the thing, you guys all wrote about this. Almost all of you guys got this question right. These two triangles right here, this small one right here, and then this big one right here, they're actually similar to each other. Okay? Now you guys should know why. American Airlines, right? Angle. So what we're going to write right here is that I want to write triangle ADE is similar to triangle ABC. And you can probably tell where we're going. We're going to get here pretty soon, okay? But I got to write that out right here. And I'll draw the picture because I'm going to need more space for this anyway, okay? So let's go ahead and do this triangle A. And here's the thing, you guys kind of messed up on this too. When you write a similarity statement, which is what I'm about to do right now, a similarity statement, you have to go in order. So if I go A, D, E, that means I went from unknown angle to 1 mark to 2 marks. I have to do it on the big one too. So I have to go A, B, C. You have to do this or it's not correct. Okay. So the reason why those are similar is because of the angle postulate. Now that we know that, you're getting close now because you probably tell me I'm going to split these triangles in pieces. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm going to bump this up. I'm going to bump this up just a tiny bit. And I'm going to write those two triangles. So let's say, just for the sake of argument, just to help you guys out a little bit. Here's a small triangle right here. You would never really do this on a proof. I just want you guys to see what's happening right now. Okay. Oh shoot. Don't do that. Okay, so there's the two triangles right there. This was going to be ADE, ABC. Okay. Okay, that's kind of the picture right there. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is to pause the video right now and you're writing this down because you can't just, it's like school, right? You can't just watch what the teacher does, okay? I know a lot of you guys think you can, but you can't. So just, you write those down. Those are two triangles right there. That's what we're going to do, okay? Now, I'm going to use this original picture. Let's go like this. Because I'm going to need the original picture in here. Okay, so right underneath this, we're going to do, all right, how do I explain this? My main goal right now, is to show that this over this is equal to this over this, okay? But right now with these two split up, I got to kind of like break them down, okay? So this is kind of a part that a lot of people don't understand, but I'm going to go real slow right now, okay? I'm going to go super slow on this so you guys know, okay? When I say line segment A to B, okay, this is the entire from here all the way to here. I'm going to write AB equal sign AD plus DB. Let's say that one more time, okay? Line segment AB equal sign line segment AD plus DB. It is because those are the two small pieces you add them together, okay? So this is what we're going to write. Go right here. I'll put the entire proof back up when it's ready to go, okay? So I said AB, right, the entire line right there, is equal to AD plus DB. It just is. And there's a reason for that. It just is, right? I'll write the reason right here. So on this side, AC equal sign AE plus EC. Okay. Now think about it. We took two segments and we added them together. There's a term for that, okay? It's called segments addition. I want to bump this up. This is going to be important because remember that other picture I drew? Okay, it really should go in this order. It should go like this. Now here's the thing. This little picture that I drew, this is why I drew this, okay? Now remember, these are similar because we already said it. Anyway, this triangle is similar to this triangle right here. The small one's similar to the big one, okay? What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to say, let's see, AD over AB is equal to AE over, wait, did I do that right? Over AC, yeah. Okay, so we're going to do this. AD over AB equal sign AE AC. It's because they're similar, okay? And this is what you guys did in the last chapter right now. So let's just write that down before you forget, okay? So I'm going to write AD over AB is equal to AE over AC, okay? Now they are similar triangles, so it's, you can just write this, similar triangles, definition, yeah, that's fine. Definition, similar triangles. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. There's a reason why I did that part first, okay? There's a small thing called in sports, right? If you're tired, or you're not doing too high, you're not listening to the coach, there's a thing when they switch you out with players, what's that called, right? It starts with an S. Starts with the S, second letter is U. They're going to sub you out, okay? They're going to do a substitution because you are either tired or you are not executing properly, okay? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to move all this stuff right here. AD, instead of putting AB right there, I'm going to put AD plus DB equals AE. AC is going to be AE plus EC. Okay. And we already said the reason why was substitution. Okay, substitution. We're almost there. We are so close to this right here. Almost there. Okay. All right, so now this is what we got to do. I'm going to simplify this. So the reason is going to be simple. But I want to show you, I don't know if I want to show you guys this. I'll do it. I'll show you guys what's going on, okay? I actually did this wrong on the other one. No, I didn't do it wrong. We can flip it. We're going to do some simplification. I'm just going to keep going, okay, without writing simplify. I'm just going to simplify, simplify, simplify. We can actually flip both these fractions right now, okay, because I want the denominator to be by itself, okay? So this would be AD plus DB. I did this out of order, that's why. Okay. AE plus EC is equal to AE. You can do that. You can flip those. The reason is simplify, okay? Now here's kind of the tricky part right here, okay? And this is why mine's coming a little bit backwards than what I already know it's going to be backwards, and we can fix that at the end. We can fix this because these match up, okay? What this essentially is right here, if you're going fast, pause it. If it's going too fast for you, pause it, okay? What that fraction essentially is AD over AD plus DB over AD. Oh shoot, I wrote that wrong. DB over AD, because they're the same denominator. These are equal to each other. That's the same thing, okay? And likewise, this is AE plus AE plus EC over AE. Remember, if you have fractions and there's add on it, you can't just separate them. They have to have the same denominator, okay? So this is what we got right here, okay? Simplify. I know you're probably I don't get it. I don't know. Just copy it down. Just pause it and copy it down because we're gonna go over it at the end, okay? All right, now here's the thing. We can fix these two parts right here. We can fix AD over AD. That's easy. Because what you probably don't know, and here's just a side note over here, right? If I have x over x, right? What's x over x really? It's 1, because the top and the bottom are the same, right? So what you have right here, you essentially have 1 plus dB over AD, 1 plus EC over AE, which would be simplify again. I'm writing all these steps out, okay? If I was writing this proof, I would have done this all in pretty much one step, okay? All right, this is good. We're actually in a good spot right now because the ones are on both sides of the equal sign, which you probably know if you're doing some algebra, right? If you subtract 1 and subtract 1, they're both going to go away. AD. And it's not simplified. There actually is a property. Since we subtracted, it's going to be subtraction property. It's actually subtraction property of equality. But this is tough. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Just when I teach this in school, you wouldn't believe the people that are like, oh, like it's just they don't like it. Okay. Now here's the thing: we wanted to end up here, AD over DB, and we can just flip it again. Okay, because we can simplify some more. AD over DB is equal to AE over EC, and that's simplified right there. Now that was our objective. Let's see if it matched. If you look back here, let's go to the original. Let's go to the original one right here, and we'll go slowly through this again. If you look at the original, this is what we were given: DE parallel to BC. Line segment DE is parallel to line segment BC. We wanted to prove AD over DB is equal to AE over EC. So let's say that again slowly out loud. AD over DB is equal to AE over EC, right? Did we end up there? Did those match? You guys see that? Yes. Yes, beautiful. That's what we wanted. So we have this AD over DB is equal to AE over EC, and we wrote everything out. So let's go through this proof step by step one more time. So this will be the review part of this proof. Let's break it down, okay? So if you're going to have to do your own proof, okay? So I've done half of the assignment for you, but you're going to have to do the other one. No, okay, so here's the other thing. If you wanted to prove the converse, and I'm not going to write it all out, but there's like the choice to do the converse, right? The converse is basically if they give you this right here, then you prove that. So instead of writing given this right here and this one, you would actually swap these, because converse means you go backwards. It means you flip them. Okay, so if you wanted to do the converse of this, which you should do, you can start with this to say, given this right here, prove the lines are parallel. Okay, but that's what you have to do. Okay, I don't remember what you had to pick, but you had to pick one of those, right? So let's break it down. Let's break it down real quick so we can get out of here, right? What you do is that you're going to do whatever theorem it has. I forgot what the other one was. It was like Pythagorean theorem. But so you have proportionality theorem. Here's the definition of it. Okay, cover that up too. The definition is those two triangles right there. If those lines are parallel, then these sides are proportional to each other. Okay, so let's go slowly. And if you need to pause the video, pause it and copy everything down. Okay. So what I did was that I wrote, given these two lines are parallel, prove AD over DB is equal to AE over EC. Okay. So I started with that. DE is parallel to BC for the given. Then I could tell that these angles right here were equal. And the reason why I knew they were equal is because since these are parallel, these correspond. So that's what I wrote out here. So I wrote ADE congruent ABC, AED congruent ACB because of corresponding angles. Okay. Now that's good because now they have two angles that match up. You can tell that these triangles are similar, which is going to lead us to the end. So I kind of split it up. You don't have to draw this part right here, but I wanted you guys to see what I just didn't want to write a bunch of stuff and say, oh yeah, they're similar. Okay. So this top part right here, it's basically saying this little triangle right here is similar to the big triangle because base angles are the same. Well, it's not base, it's the two angles are the same. Okay. So I wrote out ADE is similar to ABC. Now remember, it's actually triangle. I ruined that. I made a mistake. Triangle ABC. Remember, when you write the similarity statement, they got to match up. Notice how the D and the B match up as the second letter. The E and the C match up as the last letter right there. And the unknown angle is A. So angle postulate, okay? So then you have that. Now here comes the more difficult part. So if you need to pause it right now. Here's the difficult part, right? Then I had to write AB. Actually, you need to see this picture for it to understand. AB is congruent to those two added together. AC is congruent to those two added together. Okay, which is what I did, and I wrote it out, and I said that is true because segment addition. Okay. Then I went back to that little picture, and I said AD over AB is equal to AE over AC because they're similar. Definition of similar triangles. Okay. Now we talked about if you're getting tired in whatever sport you're playing, or I don't know, you didn't listen to coach. Coach says, hold on. Coach says make 5 passes before you shoot. You just run down and shoot it, right? you're gonna get pulled out of the game, right? So what he's gonna do is he's gonna make a substitution. He or she's gonna make a substitution. So you see how AB right here and there's AB right here. Instead of putting AB on the second line, I'm actually gonna put this on the bottom of both of those. Okay, and that was substitution right there. Now I did a swap. I flipped the fractions, right? Because it's simplified. I actually did it backwards. That you can actually skip that step if you did this the correct way the first time. Okay? Then right here, you probably don't kind of see this right now, but this is a very rudimentary fraction idea. Okay, the denominator is AD, so you got to split the denominator in both of the terms. So AD right here, DB right here, plus sign in the middle. Okay, same thing right here. Since AE is the denominator, you got two denominators. Numerator right there, plus sign in the middle. Okay. The good thing about the denominator and the numerator matching up, they both turn into 1. The good thing about both of them turning into 1 matching up is that if you subtract them, they actually go away. You're left with dB over AD is equal to EC over AE. Okay. Now I flipped those. I took those fractions right here, simplify again, and that actually matches up with what our goal was. AD over DB and EC. That's what I expect from you guys, okay? Now, is it going to be as clean and polished as this? No, but you got to have a good starting point right here and a clear objective goal to get to here. Some of you guys are just putting stuff like I can't read what you're writing. You're just making a bunch of stuff up in the middle. You can't do that, okay? It's not. There's a lot of ways to solve problems, but there's good and there's better ways to do proofs. Okay, I'm gonna go back and leave this up here. Yeah. But anyways, if you have difficulty with that, what I would recommend you do, if you're having really hard time with this, right? Go back to the beginning, write down the definition of the proportionality on your own, okay? Then take the paper that you copy down, like your notes that you have in front of you, put those to the side. Just put them to the side. Get a blank sheet of paper out, and then try to rewrite the entire proof by yourself. And if you get stuck, just peek. Just kind of look at it real quick and say, hell yeah, oh, I got it. And then keep going, okay? And that'll help you learn how to write these proofs, okay? So let's do one more quick review of, that's the first page. And this is the second page. And there's that one right there, okay? So work on it. This is the last unit before our final. I got plenty of review videos for you guys. I got really good stuff. I'm going to email the lead teacher to see if we can get a review for you guys as well. But other than that, make sure that you're doing your work. Don't wait until Sunday because you're not going to be able to do this, all right? And let me know what you guys think. Keep in contact with me. We're almost done. We are almost done. When we get done, school will be started. You guys will be back with your friends. Exciting time for you guys. So other than that, let me know. Communicate with me, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right? See ya.